Colorado Northwestern. The visitors take it on Leighton Westmoreland and the CWC ladies. John Gabrielson alongside Christian Corona. Game just got completed. The Northwest men defeated Lamar 74-60. Northwest goes 1-1. Lamar goes 0-2 for the weekend as the Northwest men win by 14, a team that Central beat by 22 last night on the home floor. And Christian, anything to add here in the pregame show so far?
No, nothing much.
All right, just checking, making sure I didn't cheat you out of some airtime here. It is the 17th meeting between CWC and Colorado Northwestern since Central brought back the sport in the late 2008-9 area. And Central leads 11-5. However, Colorado Northwestern has won the last 3 in a row. Last Central win was 2019. So C-Dub trying to break the schneid a little bit. This is the Porter's pregame show brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply. And coming up here in just a minute, we will take a look at your Rustler report. We'll talk about how kids ran at Nationals in cross country. Our volleyball team is off to Nationals next weekend as well, so we'll take a look at that. We will also go and look at a score right now. Minute and a half left in the first half of football from the 1A 9-man state football championship. And Shoshone and Pine Bluffs are tied at 13 apiece. They have about 80 seconds left in the first half of that football game. Shoshone just outside of the Pine Bluffs red zone right now at the 31-yard line and driving on the NFHS network watching that. So we'll keep an eye on that for you if you're watching this game online and listening on 88.1 as well. Our good friend Wyatt Barichka and Jared Anderson calling the game on 105.1 Jack FM. But we're getting ready for Rustler basketball. Also coming up on our pregame show is a pregame interview with Callista New, the sophomore from Brisbane, Australia, where it's about 6/7 in the morning right now, tomorrow in Australia. So as I joked, they already know how this game's going to turn out because it's already tomorrow right now in Australia. But Callista, hopefully your family is listening, and get a pregame interview with her today. It's something different that we're doing. Get a pregame interview, a player, postgame interview, the coach afterwards. So we'll do that here in a minute. Both teams have changed up their starting lineup today as well. So we'll talk about that here in just a couple of seconds as Coach airballs a three-pointer out there a second ago, if you got to see that while watching on the stream. This is the Porter's pregame show. We will be back in just a moment as we will take a look at your Rustler report. That's next. This is Rustler Basketball on Rustler Media.
All right, Pepsi-loving football fans, it's time we had a lesson in trash talk. You heard that right, trash talk. And I'm not talking about that stuff that happens on the field. What I'm talking about is trash, like literal trash. And it's the only thing that belongs in your garbage can. No, recycling might not be as thrilling as converting a 4th and long or taking a kickoff to the house. But I think we can all agree Hail Marrying plastic bottles into the recycling bin gets pretty close. And let's be honest, your spiral could use some work. So next time you're thinking about throwing that Pepsi Zero Sugar bottle away, just cap it back up and pretend you're down by 6 with the recycling bin wide open. Know the difference? Make a difference. Be a team player and recycle. Visit PepsiTrashTalk.com to learn more.
You are listening to Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media. KCWC FM, Riverton. Streaming live on RustlerAthletics.com.
Cheetah Basketball being brought to you in part by Tyler Watson State Farm, supporting the Rustlers at CWC and all of our Fremont County athletes. Find more information on State Farm Insurance at insuringriverton.com. And thanks again to Tyler Watson, State Farm Insurance agent. Looking at the CWC athletic report on the rest of our athletes. 6 cross-country runners went to nationals, and that was in Tallahassee, Florida. Larissa McElroy from Wyoming Indian High School finished 48th out of 180 runners at nationals. Christian Corona, you were on that cross-country team the last couple of years, got to run at nationals last year. What was that experience like?
It's a nice experience, get to run out there in sea level. We know not too often we get to run in sea level and get to see how much we improve. So it's a real great opportunity when you get to go to the big stage in nationals, get to see all the other teams there.
How is it running against almost 180 other athletes at the same time when you're used to meets with 10, 15, 20, and then now you go to nationals and there's 180 of you running out there?
You know, I feel like it's great because now you have a bunch of people to see and work with to move on, get past them.
Try to reel somebody else in that's ahead of you, things like that. I'm not sure what you know the times for the ladies as they run a shorter race. They run 5,000 meters, I do believe, and the men run 8,000 meters. Larissa McElroy with a time of 20:22. That's 16 seconds away from a top 40 finish out of Wyoming Indian High School. So congratulations to Larissa. Jessica White was 61st. KK Sandall was 101st. There was almost 180 runners at nationals. Larissa McElroy finishes 48th. On the men's side, Luke Crosley would lead the way, 53rd place. His time 27:05, and you had mentioned that he has the faster marks that he has set at altitude. So unfortunately, not knowing how the race went, don't know how things transpired. He was 9 seconds away from a top 50 finish. Mitchell Johnson 89th, Gabe Villalobos 162. There were just over 200 runners on the men's side in Tallahassee, Florida, but 6 cross-country runners running at nationals for Coach Ricky Four in his first full season as the head coach there. So congratulations to them. Anything else?
Congratulations to the CWC cross-country team.
Yeah, that you are a part of, and you've been part of that the last couple of years there. So volleyball got an at-large bid to nationals where they will compete next Thursday. Well, I guess it's this upcoming Thursday now. They will take on Utah State Eastern in Missouri. Now, if they would win that first-round matchup Thursday, they would probably match up with the #1 ranked team in the country in Florida Southwestern, who CWC played in the first weekend of the season, lost at their place, but a familiar opponent. If they were to get past Utah State Eastern. They lost to Utah State Eastern earlier in the year, so there is no guarantees in that. And there was almost not a guarantee to get into the Nationals, but they and Utah State Eastern both getting at-large bids, and they mix them together. They put them in the 8 and 9 spots, and they'll match up first on Thursday in Missouri. This has been your Rustler recap of what's going on with the other athletics here at Central Wyoming College. In just a moment, we will talk with Callista New. She is a sophomore on this team. She's our pregame interview today. That is next. This is the Porter's pregame show on Rustler Media.
A Big Win sponsor of the Rustler Athletic Booster Club is Health Source Chiropractic of Riverton, restoring health through the relentless pursuit of exceptional care. They offer chiropractic care and exercise therapy for everyone. Services include therapeutic laser for relief of issues like sore muscles, neuropathy, and postoperative soreness. They also have health products and nutritional supplements. See them at 910 North 8th West in Riverton or online at healthsourcechiro.com/Riverton.
Central Wyoming College athletic broadcasts are brought to you in part by Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. They have locations in Riverton at 219 2nd Street and 745 Buena Vista Drive in Lander. Both clinics are locally owned and operated and provide health care services to all individuals in Fremont County. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care.
CWC Sports broadcasts are sponsored in part by Brown Sugar Roastery in downtown Riverton. They offer a full coffee menu, breakfast, and lunch. Open 7 days a week at 203 East Main and online at brownsugarcoffeeroastery.com.
Myers Gambles is a proud supporter of Rustler Sports broadcasts. They're located in downtown Lander at 420 Main Street, offering furniture, mattresses, appliances, home office, kitchen, and more. They feature brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Jenn-Air. Turn around, shop in town. More details can be found online at landergambles.com.
Back on our Porter's pregame show, talking with Callista New. She is a sophomore from Australia. And first of all, Callista, as a sophomore, Australia to Wyoming, how has the transition been? You came back, so you must like it enough.
Yeah, so it's definitely getting colder now, so that's the only difference between here and home. But it's a nice change to come back from hot weather to really, really cold weather.
I was going to say, that's kind of a drastic change. Had you seen snow before coming here?
No, last year, my freshman year, was the first time seeing snow, so it's pretty exciting for me.
And yet you came back. I'll trade. You get at my house here, I'll go to Australia.
Oh, no, I think I'll keep my home back home. So.
What are you studying? What do you hope to be one day? And will you stay in the States or will you go back home?
I'm studying business right now. I really want to own my own business. I'm not really sure what area yet, but but I would love to stay in the States after graduating. So
maybe further south in the Palm Tree area. Yeah, absolutely. How are classes going? What is your favorite part of being a student at Central?
Classes are enjoyable to an extent.
As good as they can be.
Yeah. I really enjoy my classes this year because I don't have any early morning classes, so all my classes are pretty much during the day.
There you go.
Which is pretty good for me, not being a morning person. But pretty much.
What's your favorite part of being a student? I guess, what do you like most about Central?
I really enjoy the people in my classes. My classes are really interactive, so there's a lot of good conversations going on, especially in my communications class. I really enjoy that class.
Time management seems to be always the answer when I ask what is the hardest part of being a student athlete. Mm-hmm. Obviously managing your time, because you have so much on your plate between basketball and school and then trying to have a life of your own. Anything else that would be on that list?
Just trying to fit sleep in, basically.
Well, you have those 12-hour road trips.
Yeah.
Come on.
So that's where I get most of my sleep in, which is pretty good.
So talk about this year, I guess, a comparison to last year since you've been under two head coaches now.
Mm-hmm. So last year, I think coming in as a freshman, I had to be really open about everything and pretty much learn from all the sophomores that were there. And then this year, I'm trying to reciprocate that to all the freshmen this year because we only have 3 sophomores. So it's been pretty challenging, especially trying to step up as a leader so quickly. But I think I'm doing all right, I hope.
With that said, with being a young team, first 3 games haven't quite gone as you guys maybe would have hoped, but obviously room for improvement and getting some quick experience for the 7 kids that are freshmen on the team.
It's definitely a learning curve, I think, for everyone, especially the sophomores, on how to handle everything. Especially the last couple of games didn't quite go our way, but I think each game we're improving. So hopefully we can keep doing that today.
Not an unfamiliar opponent. You got to play these guys in the scrimmage feels like a month ago now probably, but what is game plan today against Colorado Northwestern? I
think just to play our game. We're really conditioned as a team, which I think was the difference from last year. So this year, I think just running them up the floor and hopefully getting quick points in transition.
All right. Did you find some sleep between yesterday and today? Is everybody well rested, hopefully?
Yeah, I knocked out when I went straight back to my apartment, so I think I'm well rested.
All right. Anything else? Any shout outs you want to give to anybody back home?
I want to shout out to my papa. He's going in for his surgery this month, so good luck to him.
Yeah, we'll give him thoughts and prayers as well. So what time is it when this game tips off at 2 o'clock here? What time are we looking at? It's already, is it tomorrow yet in Australia?
Yeah, it's there in the future. So I'm pretty sure it's earlier than yesterday's game, so pretty much 7 a.m., 6 a.m.
All right. So they already know how the game turned out. So perfect.
Yeah.
Well, Callista, thank you so much. Good luck today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You bet. Callista do. She's our sophomore pregame guest here on our Porter's pregame show. You stay with us. The starting lineups and the tip-off are next. Colorado Northwestern Central from the Rustler Classic on Rustler Media.
Rustler Sport broadcasts are brought to you in part by Wyoming 4x4, who carries truck accessories and bumpers for all makes and models. Located just north of Riverton on Highway 789. More information can be found on their Wyoming 4x4 Facebook page or by calling 857-3175. Wyoming 4x4, a proud supporter of CWC Athletics.
Wind River Family and Community Health Care reminds you it's the season for flu, colds, RSV, and COVID. Getting vaccinated is one step in keeping you and your loved ones in good health. Wind River Cares encourages you to get vaccinated and stay home if you're not feeling well. Wind River Family and Community Health Care has clinics in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. Transportation services can be scheduled for your next appointment. They have weekend and evening hours at the Riverton Clinic. More information can be found online at windriver.care.
You are listening to Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media. Streaming live on RustlerAthletics.com.
get to the starting lineups in today's basketball game. And I mentioned both teams will be changing up their starting lineups from what we saw yesterday. Getting the start today for the ladies in black and orange will be Crisel Mendoza, 5'1" forward, a 5'1" freshman, averaging 4 points a game out of Saxe, Texas. So Crisel will get the start today in place of Megan Urbanski, who was in the starting lineup yesterday but will not be in the starting lineup this afternoon. Also starting will be number 2, Chevelle Boyd. She scored a career-high 19 last night, tying her career high of 19, the 5'1" sophomore out of Portland, Oregon. Ivana Beach is a 5'10" sophomore from Sabak, Serbia, and she averages 12 points, 5 rebounds per ball game. Her career high is 17. Callista New, the 5'11" sophomore from Down Under in Brisbane, Australia. Again, started 12 games last season and has started every game so far this season. And number 22 is Melanie Garcia, 5'5" freshman, averaging 7 points, 3 rebounds per ball game out of El Paso, Texas. So Mendoza getting the start today, along with Boyd, Beach, New, and Garcia. Different starting lineup for Eric Benedict in his 3rd season as the head coach of the Colorado Northwest Spartans. 8 wins last year. He was the interim head coach during the COVID year, then elevated to head coach. Eric actually played a little bit professionally in Iceland and in the UK. He's from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and he's in his 3rd season as the head coach at Colorado Northwestern. And today, Sophia Mokafisi and Emma Jimenez both started yesterday. That neither will start today. They'll start number 5, Carolyn Washington, a 5'4" sophomore from Oak Cliff, Texas. She had 16 points and 8 rebounds in 39 minutes of play yesterday. They'll also start number 12, Aurelia Lowe. She's a sophomore from Tohatchee, New Mexico. Also 13 is Maya Murdoch, a 5'3" sophomore from Grand Junction, Colorado. Jessie Ford, a 5'11" freshman, scored 15 points and 7 rebounds yesterday. She is from England. And Haley Long, a 5'10" freshman, had the double-double out of Gallup, New Mexico, 17 points and 12 rebounds. And although it's been a while since I've been to Gallup, New Mexico, I didn't realize they had more than one high school there. And they have Mackenzie Billy, who is from a different high school than Haley Long, as they both hail from Gallup, New Mexico. As you get the starting lineups, as the Colorado Northwestern Spartans are dressed in their road black uniforms, red numbers, and white accents. Your home team is the CWC ladies, and they are wearing their home whites with orange numbers and black accents central across the front. Crisel Mendoza, as she gets the greeting from the official greeter, Kamaya Jones. Also Chevelle Boyd. There is Ivana Beach. There is Callista New. And then coming out last will be Melanie Garcia. And those will be your starters for Central Wyoming College. Head coached by Leighton Westmoreland, assisted by Aubrey Guerra. Both in their first year at CWC. And both teams, like I mentioned, different starting lineups. So we'll see how things go as we get things lit up here from the Rustler Gymnasium on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Big thanks to Porter's Mountain View Supply. They are our scoreboard sponsor here this afternoon. Jessie Ford at 5'11", going to step into the midcourt circle against Callista New. Callista also listed at 5'11", but there seems to be about a 4-inch height discrepancy between the two, both listed at 5'11". And Colorado Northwestern is going to get the first attack as they go left to right in Rustler Gym. Long thought about a long 3, does not. She'll take it to the rack, right-hand scoop, no good. And 11 seconds into the game, Callista New is going to pick up her first personal foul. We saw the foul fest yesterday with each team with 11 fouls in the first quarter yesterday. Long to the line. We also saw 35 free throws in the first quarter, so we may be looking at that again as we're 11 seconds into this ball game and already at the free throw line. Long makes the first. She'll have another. Breaks the dent on the scoreboard. And she will not get the second, and the rebound by Beach. Job by Ivana. Underneath, Beach, too far underneath. Goes in front of the rim, no good. Shot will be grabbed out of there by Haley Long. Colorado Northwestern beaten by Northwest College yesterday, and they're going to turn it over as Beach ends up with it. She's going to go to the rack, and it's going to be a jump ball or a travel or something. They will call a held ball, and the arrow will favor Central as the opening tip went Colorado Northwestern's way. Garcia will inbound. Mendoza to Boyd at the top. Chevelle might have traveled and does. They got that little stutter step at the 15-foot line that I saw. And the travel violation will give it back to the Spartans. They're out of Rangeley, Colorado. They have a satellite campus in Craig, Colorado. From what I understand is that ball's knocked away from Garcia, and it's been quite a change, I guess, in approach as they were kind of petitioning to get out of Region 18 and maybe even dropping out of Division 1 as Boyd with a steal lays it off glass, and Central with the lead now at 2-1. And not only that, but now have reinvested heavily in athletics. There's a steal by Mendoza. Mendoza will go the distance, and she will be fouled by Carolyn Washington, who is the one that got her pocket picked by Crizel. And Mendoza will go to the line, getting the start today and paying dividends, going to the free throw line a minute and 3 seconds into the ball game. Crizel has not shot a lot of free throws, but she's made them all to this point, and she stays perfect. And it's 3-1 Central out in front. Air Force Prep got down by 20 to Northwest a little while ago. Came back and forced overtime and won the game. So leads are a fleeting thing perhaps in this tournament. 7th and 8th games of the Rustler Classic tournament. Nice take by Washington. Nice block by Beach. Boy, Washington had a good first step, got past him, but the eraser back there, Ivana says, not on my watch, swats it out of there. And it's 3-1. Still Central out in front. Low, bounce it up top to Long. Long scoots down on New, shot off the side of the backboard, got her own rebound, and then they'll turn it over. And then Central will turn it over right back. So they trade turnovers after the rebound. Washington looking for a pick, loses the handle on it, picked up by Callista New. Already 5 turnovers on Colorado Northwestern. Garcia, baseline 10, good. Good transition bucket. Melanie Garcia's first basket of the night. 5-1 Central. Already 5 turnovers in the first 2 minutes of the game on Colorado Northwestern. That shot is no good. Callista New the rebound. They at least got a shot off on it that time. Last night they had 26 turnovers that turned into only 14 points by Northwest in the points off turnover category. Beach, right side Garcia, lefty flies the 3, no good, but a long shot and a long rebound. Comes back out to Garcia. Chevelle shoots one from 18, it goes 19, sails over, and it's picked up by Maya Murdoch. Maya's going to go the distance, goes around Beach, lays it up and in. Nice move by Murdoch. She got the rebound, goes coast to coast and puts it in, and it's 5-3. Mendoza on the three-point line, shot is no good. And another rebound by Northwest College. Excuse me, Colorado Northwest College. We have Northwestern Wyoming here and Colorado Northwestern. Nice dish by Washington. Missing the bunny was Ford. Got her own rebound, puts it back up and in. And we are tied. 5-5. First tie of the contest. Garcia to Beach. Ivana drives down. Kick it corner. Boyd 3 on the way. That's good. Chevelle Boyd, nothing but net. She has 5. Again, tied her career high of 19 last night. She scored 19 last week in a game against Utah State Eastern. And she scores 19 last night, and then Washington is going to be fouled. It's going to be on Garcia. First personal on Melody. Substitution, Hayden Colley back into the ball game for the first time for Central. Hayden, a 6-foot freshman out of Wimberley, Texas. A couple of subs in for Colorado Northwestern as Long goes the distance. Took a shot across the face. Boyd ends up with the rebound. First of the night for Chevelle to Colley. Got her own bounce. It rolls around and in. 7 points already for Chevelle Boyd on a quick start. And just like that, what was a tie ball game is now 10-5. Emma Jimenez, who started yesterday, flies all the way down the left side of the lane. Had a good look at a layup. Can't get it. Beach the rebound. Her second of the afternoon. Corner. Driving Urbanski. She'll give it off to Colley. That one will bounce out of her hands and be taken away by Long. Good pass by Urbanski, but Colley had some traffic in there to help knock it away. Underneath, Jessie Ford. Reverse layup. No good. Colley the rebound. Driving, Chevelle missed it. Colley the rebound. That one's no good. Try it again one more time. Still no good. Third time, Colley, good. Good stick-to-itiveness by Colley. And how about the fact that she pads her rebounding stats on top of it? Coach Benedict will call a timeout. 5:18 left to play, first quarter from Central Wyoming College. Your score, Central 12, Colorado Northwestern 5. We'll be back right after this timeout. This is Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.
Elevate Rehab is proud to support athletic broadcasts for CWC. Established in 2013, they offer treatment in upper extremity injuries and disorders and hand care therapy. Located at 535 East Main Street in Lander and online at elevaterehab.com. That's ELEV and the number 8. elevaterehab.com.
This broadcast comes to you in part by Fremont Therapy. They offer physical, occupational, and sports therapy in Lander, Riverton, Rollins, and Green River, Wyoming. They are the scoreboard sponsor for tonight's game and can be found online at fremonttherapygroup.com.
12-5 our score. Central out in front. 5:18 left to play first quarter. Both of these teams were on the short end of the stick yesterday. Central losing 99-71. In their game against the Air Force Prep, who is 2-0 after they were down 20 to Northwest College, came back and won in overtime. Driving down the lane was Murdoch, and she throws it behind her and into the bench where Callista New is sitting, and that's out of bounds. And this sixth turnover of the game by Colorado Northwestern will give the ball back to CWC. Mendoza hands it back out to Urbanski, down the cutting lane, past the hands of Callista New, out of bounds, and Central will pay back the turnover with one of their own. Full court pressure out of CWC. 9 players available today, 1 player on disciplinary action and not even on the bench today for her team. Cross court pass blocked out of there by Garcia. Substitution, Spartans. Carolyn Washington back into the game for Maya Murdoch. Haven't seen it. Left side outside shot on the way. Good. Wow. How about that launch by Jessie Ford? Full court pressure gets a turnover, but they can't do anything with it. Beach gets the rebound. Central back on the attack. Ivana, a long three, back of the iron. Hayden Colley had it, lost it. She will try to tie up Jimenez. They will. It's going to go Colorado Northwestern on the arrow. Central here in the early going, 1 of 3 from the arc, 5 of 13 from the field. Colorado Northwestern is 1 for 1 from the land of 3, 3 of 11 everywhere else. Well, they'll beat the press on a half-court pass to Long. 2-on-2, Long the distance, put it up and in. Haley Long with 3 points, cuts the lead to 2. It was 12-5 at the timeout. Blocked out of there, taken away by Long. She already has 4 rebounds. She'll take the ball to the rack, and she will be fouled. Hayden Colley will get the first personal. Hayden Colley, as I mentioned, a 6-foot freshman. 3 new Rustlers coming back in. One of them is new, as in Callista. The other one is Boyd, and also in for the first time today, we see Alexis Varela checking in for Central. Haley Long to the line. She made 1 of 2 a moment ago to start the ball game and makes the first one here. and brings her team within one. 6-0 run by Colorado Northwestern. This could be a 7-0 run to tie the game at a dozen. And does. 5 for Long, and we're tied up at 12 apiece, our second tie of the ball game. New keeps it on a bounce out to Boyd. Left side deep in the corner to Varela. Back up top to Callista. Hands it off to Crizel Mendoza. 15 to shoot. Boyd in the corner. Got the 3 away. Nice. Nothing but net. Chevelle Boyd, boy, that 19 season high may be obliterated here tonight. She's already got 10 of her team's 15 here in the first quarter of basketball. Ball bounces off the foot of Long, but picked up by Ford at the midcourt logo. Ford fouled by Callista New. Second personal on her. 4th team foul on Central with 3:21 left to play in the first quarter. On the Fremont Therapy scoreboard, Hayden Colley comes out. Ivana Beach back in. I think I say that's the 5th team foul on Central. Only had it at 4, so we missed one somewhere. Free throw on the way forward is no good as it rolls out the left side. 3 out of 5 from the line are the Spartans. Second opportunity is good, and they cut the lead to 2, 15-13. They led 1-0 early and haven't led since. Boyd to Mendoza. She had a couple of timely threes. Boy, nothing called on the reach there, and a turnover. It's going to be on Central. Driving Jimenez. Kicks it outside. Thomas for 3. That's no good by Madison Thomas, but a rebound by Jimenez. Now a 3 by Long is good. Haley Long has 8. Second lead of the ball game for the Spartans. They lead 16-15. Boyd is fouled. Carolyn Washington getting her. That'll be her second personal. And by my estimation, she has both of the team fouls for Colorado Northwestern, as Central will tie a shoe underneath. Varela tying the laces. Hands it, gets it back, drives, wide open on the right side. Nice, nifty little inbound play as Alexis Varela scores her first bucket of the game and gives Central back the lead on our third lead change on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. 2:30 left to play. First quarter got a late start due to an overtime game in the first game of the day out of 4. Ball knocked away by Beach, taken away by Ivana. Ivana one-on-one with Ford. The distance, the lay-in is good. First basket of the game by Ivana Beach. Washington rejected by Ivana. Then the ball bounces off the face of Boyd. Long, and a blocking foul underneath on Crizel Mendoza. Wow, that was a wild turn of events down there, as that ball bounced into the face of Chevelle Boyd. She is okay. I say that because it didn't happen to me. She might be a little tender down there, but she's not wanting to come out of the game, and she's one that you'd have to drag off the court. Sophia Mokafisi has checked into the ball game as Long hits the first free throw.
One shot, one.
Second one is also good by Haley Long. 2 minutes left to play. Long has 10. She also has 5 rebounds in the contest. 19-18. Crizel Mendoza for 3. Lighted up, no good. How about that rebound by Boyd in traffic? Baseline, Boyd. That one bounces off the side of the backboard. She'll get her own rebound, put it up. That's no good. And then finally coming away with it is Long. Long filling up the stat sheet. She has 6 free throws, 6 rebounds, and 10 points. Nice take by Mokafisi, as she will knock the bucket down to give Colorado Northwestern back a 1-point lead with 90 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 20-19. Backdoor telegraphed, and it's a turnover on Central and then a foul on Boyd. 7 turnovers apiece right now, and Chevelle Boyd will pick up her first.
That's her first.
It will be free throws, though, for Jennifer Long. It's going to be for Haley Long. Got pretty quiet in here quickly, didn't it?
Yeah, very quiet.
You know, like somebody turned the library sign on as it just went dead in this gym as Long cannot hit the free throw. She has shot 7 of the 9 free throws for her team here in the first quarter, and she'll miss both of those, and the rebound by Beach, her 4th of the afternoon. Nice pass underneath. Callista with the right hand. Great job from Boyd to get it to Callista. The right hand runner is good, and Central back on top. 5 lead changes with a minute left to play. Washington stays on a bounce. She had lost it. She'll fire one up that goes off the side of the rim. No good. Last touched by Beach. Be a team rebound for the Spartans. 47 seconds left. Shot clock goes back to 20. And Washington will step out of bounds and inbound it in front of the CWC bench. Dangerous pass. Thomas ends up with it. Mokafisi outside. Long 3 for her is no good. And the rebound, Chevelle Boyd. Chevelle filling up the stat sheet here. Nice pass again to New. She'll just have it taken away from behind by Long. Shot clock exactly with the game clock. Both are still on at this point with 20 seconds left in the first quarter. 5 lead changes, 2 ties in the first 10 minutes of basketball here. Nice take by Thomas. Back up top, Long for 3. Got it. 13 first quarter points for Haley Long. Final 5 seconds left. Boyd with 4. Long 3 at the buzzer is off the mark, and the first quarter has come to an end. 6 lead changes, 2 ties, and the CWC ladies trail by a bucket as we go to the second. It's Colorado Northwestern 23 at Central 21. You're watching Rustler basketball from Rustler Media and online on radio at 88.1 Rustler Radio.
Rustler Sports On Air are brought to you in part by Porter's Supply of Riverton, offering grills, spas, fire pits, gas stoves, wood-burning stoves, and Green Mountain pellets. They are located at 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton. Details can be found online at portersmvs.com. Thanks to Porter's Supply for the sponsorship of tonight's pregame show.
State Farm agent Tyler Watson supports CWC Athletics and this Rustler broadcast. The Tyler Watson State Farm Insurance Agency serves Riverton and the surrounding areas of Shoshone and Pavilion with insurance and financial services. Located at 618 East Washington Avenue, more information is online at insuringriverton.com. Thanks to Tyler Watson State Farm.
Rustler Media. Your home of Rustler basketball.
First quarter done, 23-21. Colorado Northwestern out in front. They would shoot 7 of 20 from the field, 35%. 3 of 6 from the arc, 6 of 10 free throws, most of those from Haley Long. And then on the other side, Central would shoot 9 of 22, 41%. 2 of 6 from the arc, made 1 of 2 free throws. Washington working on a 2-3 zone of Central now. Nope, they are in man-to-man, actually. Down low, Mokafisi over the top of Ivana. That one's no good, and the rebound to Callista New. And then they'll throw it away for their 9th turnover of the contest. 7 turnovers by Colorado Northwestern, 9 now by CWC. Chevelle Boyd, 10 first quarter points. And here come the Spartans in their road black uniforms. Washington playing with a mask on, goes to the rack and will be fouled by Crisel Mendoza. She'll go shoot 2. No, it's not. It's going to be on Melanie Garcia. Second personal foul. Washington cannot connect on free throw number 1. Second one is also no good. Rebound by Megan Urbanski. Garcia, reach foul. Madison Thomas will get it. First personal, first team foul. Out of bounds, Central. Garcia to Mendoza, almost telegraphed. It ends up a steal anyway on Jimenez. She's going to go one-on-one. Nice defense by Urbanski, and they'll finally get her called for the foul, and it's kind of crazy. And then Coach Benedict has a point. She played that defense the entire way down the floor, and it wasn't called, and then all of a sudden it gets called. So I don't know if it's the right or wrong call, but it was way late. Shot no good by Long. And she'll go to the line and shoot more free throws. This foul is on Megan Urbanski. She just picks up 2 very quick fouls as she just had the foul a moment ago. Haley Long back at the line, 13 points, now 14 for Haley. And she is 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Second one is good as well. 4-point Colorado Northwest lead, their largest of the evening. Central led by 7 at one point, and yet another turnover on Central. 11 first half turnovers by CWC, and that was without full court pressure being applied to them that time. That was just an unforced error, flat out right there. Boyd back into the ball game. Purcell going to D up Washington as she'll bring it across the timeline, take it to the right side wing. Up top, Mokafisi. She'll drive down the lane. She'll either get fouled or travel. They call neither. And then Central travels with it. And CWC racking up the turnovers now with 12. Jesse Ford back into the game for Mokafisi. Washington off glass, no good. Ford, the rebound in traffic, lay it up, that's no good. 2 misses. Three-pointer Mendoza, good. Big answer. Central needed a basket in a bad way, and they get one. On a three-pointer by Crisel Mendoza. Makes it a 1-point game. And then Mendoza fouling Washington at the top. Crisel will pick up. I have her for 1. We'll see if that's the one I missed earlier. So she does have her second personal foul. Shoshone leading Pine Bluffs midway through the third, 20-19. Shoshone scored at the end of the first half with no time remaining and took a 20-13 lead into the half. They lead 20-19 now with 6:22 left to play in the ball game. Nice take by Ford as she'll lay it off glass and score it. That's 8 for her. The lead back to 3 for the visitors. Beach back out to Mendoza, who is standing out of bounds. Need to be aware of that grayed out sideline down there. She not just a little bit step on the line, she was completely out of bounds down there in that corner. Inside of 8 minutes left to play in the first half. Washington to Ford. Ford over under, gets fouled by Ivana. And that'll be number 1 on Ivana Beach. 15 foul already on Central. They have 11 for the contest. Had that many in the first quarter yesterday. 2.5 minutes ahead of time today.
Yeah.
Ford can't get the free throw. 8 of 15 from the line. got the second. Back to a 4-point lead. Biggest lead of the evening has been 4 for Colorado Northwestern. Boyd down the lane, travel violation, turnover number 14 on Central. Full court pressure from Central has not really paid dividends as of yet as Washington. Very right-handed dribble gives the ball to Long. She'll spin twice and score. Nice nifty move by Haley Long. She already has 17 points of her team's 30 right now. And she has 6 rebounds. And then an offensive foul on Central is going to be yet another turnover. And now a timeout. That foul called on Ivana Beach. And Coach Westmoreland thought he was trying to fire up his team, but he's actually into the officials. And a bench warning has just been issued to Leighton Westmoreland, and he's still going at it with the official right now. 6-point lead, the biggest lead of the afternoon for Colorado Northwestern, as they get the second personal foul on Ivana Beach, who set the pick at the top that Coach Westmoreland was arguing was not a foul. But the story has been turnovers by Central. They have 15 turnovers right now, and outside of the Crizel Mendoza three-pointer, that's basically all that's happened in this half, has been turnovers and a three-point basket made, as they have no other shots taken besides that three-pointer by Crizel Mendoza. Wyoming Cowboys will tear apart Christian Corona's CSU Rams a little bit later tonight.
Rams are they're gonna play a good game today.
That is a 5 o'clock kickoff from sunny Lubick Field at Canvas Stadium. And again, down in the state championship game, I believe that Pine Bluffs might have just scored or is close to scoring to take a lead on the Wranglers. We'll get you an update on that. Long working on Callista New. Baseline, shut off there. Hands it back out to Washington. Inside of 10 to shoot. Washington going to go one-on-one. Mendoza to the rack. Score it with 2 on the shot clock. Nifty move one-on-one from the top by Washington. And now Colorado Northwestern leads by 8. And nearly another turnover by Central. They trailed 24-21. Excuse me, 23-21 at the end of the quarter. Boyd up top, New. Callista for 3 off the heel of the iron. And Washington ends up with the ball, and she gets fouled. 2 more free throws coming up. Central has been to the line twice, and this will be 17 and 18 attempts for Colorado Northwestern. Hayden Colley will check back into the contest for Ivana Beach.
2 shots, 2.
Carolyn Washington 0 for 2 on the day, now 1 for 3. 9-point lead, 3 points for Washington. Second one on the way is also good. And we'll see Kamaya Jones into the contest for Central. 6:10 remaining in the first half. 10-point Colorado Northwestern lead. They are on a 9-3 run here in the first 4 minutes of the second quarter to build themselves a 10-point lead after leading by a couple at the end of the first quarter. Under 10 to shoot. New penetrates, kicks it baseline. Boyd, 3, no good. Rebound brought down by Madison Thomas. Underneath, long shot, no good. Hayden Colley the rebound. Central leads the rebounding at 18-15, but it's the turnovers that they don't lead as News 3 doesn't go in. Jessie Ford the rebound. Ford bounce long, trailing the play, lay it up and in. Great extra pass by Jessie Ford. Haley Long now with 19 first half points for Colorado Northwestern. Jones on the line again is Crizel Mendoza. Her heel out of bounds for the 16th turnover. She was out of bounds receiving one pass on the other side of the court. And here she is with her heel on the line of this one. Inside of 5 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Washington, nice bounce pass long, and she will score easily. 21 for Haley Long. Callista penetrates, rises for 10, airmails it. Long the rebound. Had to get some help. Washington will get it across the timeline. Washington spins in the paint, kicks it back out, stepping back for three. Ford, no good. Good box out. Kamaya Jones ends up with the shot on the rebound, but a good box out by Central to help her get that. Kamaya, left side. Mendoza, three, nearly wedges. Going to the floor is Washington. She travels with it. And that'll be a Central turnover, and Central will get it back. 8th turnover of the game for Colorado Northwestern. Mokofisi back into the game. Colley is going to come out. Beach back into the ball game. 4 minutes left, and Central down by 14. Three by Boyd is no good. Mokofisi the rebound. Sophia sets a pick at the top. Washington into the paint, lost it, gathers it, flips it back out, gets it back in the deep corner. And knocked away from her by Chevelle Boyd, and it will stay with Colorado Northwestern. Their athletics, they were playing soccer, I believe, at Craig, Colorado, but they've moved it to their Rangeley campus, I think, now, so they're all playing in the same venue, if I'm not mistaken, on my current events at Colorado Northwestern. 4 on the shot clock when Thomas gets fouled. Foul is on Kamaya Jones, first personal, 7th team foul. And back to the free throw line go the Spartans for number 19 and 20, and that one's good. 15-point game, their biggest lead now. Central has only scored 3 points here in the second quarter. That was a Crizel Mendoza three-pointer, as that free throw is also good. That was 23-21 at the end of the first, and a 17-3 second quarter, spelling a lot of difference right now. And the fact that Central has almost put up double-digit turnovers in this second quarter, as there's another one. That ball lost out of bounds, and Spartans will give it right back. 17 first half CWC turnovers. It's primarily where you'd like to end a game at. We still have 23 minutes of basketball to play. Boyd had 10 in the first quarter and have not seen her score since, as she gets knocked to the ground. Foul is on Carolyn Washington. Third personal on Washington. That is just the second team foul of the quarter. That is only the 4th foul of the game for Colorado Northwestern, to 13 fouls whistled by Central. Beach, guarded by Mokofisi. Back out to Boyd. Long shot, 3, Chevelle, no good. Long, another rebound. I've officially run out of room on my stat sheet for Haley Long. 21 points, 8 rebounds, and a slew of free throws for her in the first half, and that she'll get a chance at more as she gets fouled by Callista New. That'll be 3 on Callista. And Haley Long will go to the line, and coach gets told by the official that he's heard enough, and Leighton says, I'm talking at a normal level. You might have heard that be picked up by one of our various crowd mics. Free throw is no good by Haley Long. Second one, Haley is good. 22 points now for Haley Long. Lead is 17, it's their largest. 2:20 remaining in the first half. Central just needs to hang on to the basketball and get some shots up. Another 3, no good. They are 1 for 7 from three-point land here in the second quarter. And I think you credit the defense of Colorado Northwestern for making them settle for three-pointers rather than opportunities in the paint. Beach hands it back out to Jones. Down to the low block, Callista. Tries to fire it out to Beach. Ball got partially blocked. 9 to shoot, and a foul from behind on Long is going to be her first personal. Boyd driving, gets knocked to the turf. Callista's going to help her up. Chevelle will go to the line. Okafisi first personal foul. First free throw by Boyd is good. 11 for Chevelle, her first point since the first quarter where she had 10. Now she'll get back-to-back free throws to drop here. Urbanski and Garcia back into the contest. Mendoza and Jones out. Steal, turnover number 10, and then a foul from behind, mowing down Chevelle Boyd is Maya Murdoch. Murdoch will get her first personal foul.
Murdoch, that's her first. Boyd to the line, shoot 2.
Got twice, 2 times.
22 points and 8 rebounds for Haley Long. Boyd just made 2 a moment ago, misses that one though. She will have another. Murdoch's first personal, if I didn't mention that, 5th team foul on the Spartans here in the quarter. Chevelle misses both. Rebound by Long. (41-26), 99 seconds remaining in the first half. Ford, 17-footer, back of the iron. Callista, good box out, will get the rebound. Here come the Rustlers. Urbanski, baseline, wraparound pass thrown away right into the hands of Maya Murdoch. Murdoch stops, 10-footer left side, bounces out of bounds, barely hit the floor. And it goes out of bounds to Central on a team rebound. And Aurelia Lowe back into the game for Murdoch. Lowe got the start, saw her for a brief minute, then haven't seen her for a while. Some kind of violation that I did not see. I was looking at the score sheet. I'm not sure what happened. The coaches wanted something there. Boyd for 3. No good. Mokafisi the rebound. Central 1 of 8 from three-point land. They'll miss that shot. Central back the other way on the rebound by Beach. She'll launch another 3. That one misses off. 1 for 10 from the three-point line now. They're launching them in this quarter, and They have shot only one time inside of the three-point arc in the second quarter, has Central, and I think credited to the Colorado Northwestern defense. Chevelle Boyd picks up her third personal foul.
One shot, one.
Free throw no good by Jimenez. She'll get the second, though. Shot clock behind the game clock, should be put to bed, but it's not. That ball last touched by Mokafisi. That is just the second shot in the quarter that Central has shot that wasn't a three-pointer. And they're 0 for 2 on them, unfortunately. 16 seconds remaining in the half. Ball batted out of bounds. I think last touched by Boyd, it is. And turnover number 19. 11 seconds left. A 16-point game. Colorado Northwestern did lead by as many as 21 at one point. 16 team fouls whistled on Central, 7 whistled on Colorado Northwestern. Long might as well add to her game high total. She's got 24 and a half-court shot at the buzzer as Boyd goes to the ground. They'll let it go, and it's over. The first half coming to an end. And it's been a huge second quarter for the Colorado Northwestern Spartans as they outscored Central 21-5 in the second quarter, led by 21 at one point and take an 18-point lead into the break on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Stay with us. We will be back. We'll take a look at some halftime stats from this ball game. We'll also look ahead to the men's game coming up next as the CWC men on a 3-game win streak taking on the Air Force Prep Huskies. That'll be next. Your halftime show coming up. This is Rustler basketball at the intermission. Colorado Northwestern 44, Central 26. We'll be back after this. This is Rustler basketball from Rustler Media.
Gales Carpet One supports CWC and Rustler Athletics. These competitors are more than athletes, they're students too, and Gales knows that is important on so many levels. Gales Carpet One is proud to invest in our community college and Rustler athletes. They wish the best to the Rustlers this season. Located in downtown Riverton, on Facebook or online at galescarpet1riverton.com.
The Wyoming Department of Transportation reminds pedestrians and motorists to take it easy on each other. At one time or another, we're all pedestrians and would appreciate it if motorists were keeping an eye out for us. We should remember that when we're behind the wheel, too. Pedestrians are everywhere. Keep 2 eyes on the road, 2 hands on the wheel, and eliminate distracted driving. And when you see a pedestrian in a crosswalk, please yield to them so they can safely cross the street. Let's keep an eye out for one another and make our community a safe place.
At the Bootstrap Collaborative, their goal is simple: to help your business succeed. They're here to serve all businesses in Fremont County with your goals in mind. If you have a great idea but you just don't know how to get it off the ground, or you're trying to breathe new life into a struggling business, or grappling with growing pains, experts at the Bootstrap can help you tackle all of those challenges and more. Visit bootstrapcollab.com to learn about free consulting services, workshops, and course offerings. They also have scholarships for all participants and registration is free. Seats are limited, so go to bootstrapcollab.com now.
CWC Sport broadcasts are sponsored in part by Wyoming Catholic College, the private Catholic liberal arts college located in Lander, Wyoming. They are proud to support CWC athletics. More information is online at wyomingcatholic.edu or by calling 332-2930. Go Rustlers from Wyoming Catholic College.
They say the best offense is a good defense. This theory applies on Wyoming roads and highways just as much as on the football field or the basketball court. Your game plan should always include wearing a seatbelt, and that goes for everyone in the vehicle. Check road conditions before you go. Call 511 or download the Y.511 app for road information at your fingertips. Finally, put away distractions, especially your phone, so you're better prepared for the unexpected. This message brought to you by WYDOT.
NBC News Radio Radio, I'm Julie Ryan. A mid-air collision has been reported at a Veterans Day air show near downtown Dallas. Fire rescue officials say it happened at a Wings Over Dallas event at Dallas Executive Airport. One of the aircraft involved is a World War II-era B-17, and smoke can be seen for miles. Control of the House is still up in the air, but Democrats need just one more seat to keep control of Senate. Jim Forbes has the latest.
Democratic Senator Mark Kelly declared victory in Arizona Friday night, giving Democrats 49 seats in the Senate and needing only one more to clinch the majority. The party is now looking at the Nevada Senate race, where Democratic Senator Catherine Cortez Masto is neck and neck with Republican challenger Adam Laxalt. And a Senate seat is still up for grabs in Georgia, where incumbent Democrat Raphael Warnock will face Republican Herschel Walker in a December runoff.
Former President Donald Trump might be announcing another run for the White House next week. That's according to Trump advisor Jason Miller, who said it's going to be a very professional, very buttoned-up announcement on Tuesday. Trump hinted at another run for president earlier this week at a rally in Ohio and said some sort of big announcement is set to happen on Tuesday from South Florida. The Rockefeller Center Christmas tree completed its 200-mile trek to Manhattan this morning. The 82-foot Norway spruce was cut down in Queensbury, New York yesterday. It was donated by Neil Leibowitz and his family.
It's something for everyone worldwide to enjoy. If it brings a smile to a young child's face or helps, cheer up the spirits of somebody who's kind of blue, it's all been worth it.
Once in place, crews will start decorating it with more than 50,000 lights before topping it with a 900-pound Swarovski crystal star. A tree lighting ceremony will take place November 30th to officially kick off the holiday season. You're listening to the latest on NBC News Radio.
Here's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Derek Height. High of 34 this afternoon under mainly cloudy skies. Northerly winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Partly cloudy skies tonight. Lows dip down to about 12. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times tomorrow. Highs level off around 34. That's your forecast. I'm meteorologist Derek Height. Currently, it's 37 degrees.
Fremont Toyota of Lander is proud to support this Rustler broadcast for Central Wyoming College. Located at 103 Fremont Way on the Wild West end of Lander, you will find new and used vehicles. They have access to inventory from all over Wyoming. Their telephone number is 307-335-3106. More information available online at fremonttoyota.com.
Support for the Rustler broadcast comes from High Country Hearing Centers of Lander, offering patient hearing health care for Wyoming families. Located at 1460 West Main Street, Lander, and 514 Broadway Street in Rock Springs. More information is available online at highcountryhearing.com.
Perfect Power is proud to support the CWC Rustler broadcast. Services include new remodels, commercial, residential, and industrial power jobs. Their telephone number is 332-7814, and more information can be found online at perfectpowerelectric.com.
Halftime at Central, the Colorado Northwestern women leading 44-26 at the intermission. Central would have 24 turnovers. I was generous. I said 19 is where I had them at, but they end up with 24 turnovers, just 10. Nope, I was right on the money. It was 19. See, what am I looking at right there? I'm looking at rebounds. Central did out-rebound 24-22 in the rebounding category of Colorado Northwestern, but again, 19 turnovers by Central, kind of spelling what happened in a 21-5 second quarter after it was 23-21. Colorado Northwestern has scored 22 of their 44 points off of CWC turnovers, so half of their points today have come off of CWC miscues, and some have been forced, a lot have not been forced. That just kind of the unforced error on the CWC ladies. Scoring-wise, and it has been a big score by Haley Long. She has, I have her for 24. They have her for 22 on the official stats. Jessie Ford has 11. I have her for 9, so we're at 2-point discrepancy there. Haley Long played the entire first half of basketball. Yesterday it was Carolyn Washington that played 39 minutes of the ball game, but today Haley Long, and why not leave her in there. 22 points, 9 rebounds. I've got her at 24 points, 9 rebounds in the contest. Jessie Ford with 9 points and 4 rebounds. As again, Central's actually leading the rebounding 24-22. Central leading the way, Chevelle Boyd. She has 12 points on 4 of 16 shooting. She has launched a fair amount of threes. She's 2 of 9 from the arc. Central 3 of 17 shooting from the three-point line right now, unfortunately. And that's kind of where we spell at this point right now for the CWC ladies. Again, they are trailing 44-26. Lead changed hands 6 times early, was tied twice. Central had a large lead of 7 at one point, but it's been a 21-point Colorado Northwestern advantage has been their largest in the contest here at 3:15 in the afternoon. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll look at the men's contest next. This is Rustler basketball at the half. Ladies down 44-26 on Rustler Media.
NBC News Radio, I'm Julie Ryan. A mid-air collision has been
All
reported
right,
at a
Pepsi-loving
Veterans Day
football
air show.
fans, it's time we had a lesson in trash talk. You heard that right, trash talk. And I'm not talking about that stuff that happens on the field. What I'm talking about is trash, like literal trash. And it's the only thing that belongs in your garbage can. No, recycling might not be as thrilling as converting a 4th and long or taking a kickoff to the house. But I think we can all agree Hail Marrying plastic bottles into the recycling bin gets pretty close. And let's be honest, your spiral could use some work. So next time you're thinking about throwing that Pepsi Zero Sugar bottle away, just cap it back up and pretend you're down by 6 with the recycling bin wide open. Know the difference? Make a difference. Be a team player and recycle. Visit PepsiTrashTalk.com to learn more.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic muscle cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification in automotive service excellence. At CWC, we know that education is a costly investment. Apply now for several scholarships available only to auto students. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of automotive technicians.
Coming up in just a few, it will be the second half of this ball game. It will be Central basketball to begin the second half. And then the nightcap of the tournament will be CWC taking on the Air Force Prep Huskies. 3-game winning streak for the men. A couple of games on the Air Force side, and Michael Lyons will take over the reins of that team of the Huskies as Bob Cavera, their head coach, is out on COVID protocol. We wish him a speedy recovery. 5 minutes left to play in the 1A 9-man state football championship, and the Pine Bluffs Hornets and the Shoshone Wranglers are knotted up at 27 apiece. Pine Bluffs just got a pass completed down to the 39-yard line of the Wranglers. Again, they are just under 5 minutes left to play. Shoshone, the champs from a year ago after Pine Bluffs got upset in the semis by Rocky. And now Pine Bluffs looking for a little revenge, and Shoshone looking for a repeat. So that's where that's at as the clock inside of 5 minutes left to play in the ball game. Down at the War Memorial Stadium, Cowboys have vacated that building for the weekend. They'll be down at Canvas Stadium, Sonny Lubick Field, taking on the CSU Rams at 5 o'clock this evening. And then next week we'll be at home for their final home game of the season against those Boise State Broncos, which are kind of leading the Mountain West Conference right now. Once again at the break, again, the CWC men's team will play. That game was scheduled for 4 o'clock. That's going to be a little bit late. This one was 20 minutes getting late, and we'll keep you up to date. Obviously, you can listen here on 88.1 Rustler Radio and follow along on the CWC Rustler Athletics video stream that you are watching now. Appreciate you tuning in. Big thanks to Dory White, who's running our camera up here today. Amanda Nikoloff is our director. Thanks to Francis Obukoya, Kyle Nikoloff engineering behind the scenes all tournament long here from CWC and the Rustler Classic. We are about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll return after this break. This is Rustler basketball. They will have the ball when we come back down 44-26 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard.
It's that time of year again. The holiday season is upon us and everyone's getting ready. In Holman, Indiana, one kid wants the greatest gift he'll ever receive. Come watch Ralphie sing about his Red Ryder Carbine action BB gun at the Central Wyoming College production of A Christmas Story the Musical. This is a classic story that everyone will enjoy. A story of hope, love, and shooting your eye out. At the Robert A. Peck Art Center Theater, December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at 7 p.m., and again on Sunday, December 4th at 2 p.m. Tickets are on sale at tickets.cwc.edu. That's tickets.cwc.edu.
CWC Wind River is offering computer education for Excel spreadsheets. With 2 different levels of non-credit classes, you'll learn the basics of Excel and then build upon those fundamentals in the second session. Classes begin November 15th and will be at CWC Wind River in Fort Washakie. To register or for more information, call the CWC Lander Center at 332-3394.
This is Rustler Media.
44-26. Getting ready to start the second half. It will be CWC basketball, and it will be Mendoza, Garcia, Boyd, New, and Beach, the 5 that step out in their home white unis, the orange numbers, the black trim. Washington, also Ford, Long, Lowe, and Murdoch will step out for the second half of this one. For Colorado Northwestern, road black unis, red numbers, white accents. Cncc on their uniforms. Nice take on the opening possession, but it's not going to drop. And the rebound pulled down by Haley Long. I've got her an official double-double now. 24 points, 10 rebounds for Haley Long. Underneath, she'll spin and bank in another one. 26 for her as well. Lead back to 20. Steal by Washington. And she will take the easy lay-in and put it in. Not the start you want if you're CWC, giving up 4 points in the first 45 seconds of the second half. Largest lead of the basketball game now of 22. Boyd. Outside Beach. Central has settled for a lot of threes here today. Another one coming, perhaps. It is Boyd on the way. That one's no good. Rebound, though, nicely brought in by Melanie Garcia on the offensive board. Boyd spins down the right side runner. Falls down. Got to get up and get out of there for the 3-second call. Does as Callista gets the rebound. Flips it back out to Beach for 3 at the shot clock as it expires, knocks it down. Job by Callista New to keep that ball alive after New missed, actually after Boyd missed the shot. Left side Ford for 3, no good. Good box out by Garcia. Driving shot by Garcia, no good, and ending up with it is Aurelia Lowe. Left hand shot, no good. Long the rebound. That one is good and one. Well, she has been a machine today as Haley Long. 28 points and 11 rebounds. And she'll shoot the and one here as Ford checks out. Jimenez comes in. Long at the line. Free throw is good. 29 unofficially. They have her for 27 in the official book. But Christian, I'm rarely wrong, right?
Yeah, rarely.
Pine Bluffs has scored on Shoshone with 53 seconds left, and the Hornets lead the Wranglers 33-27. Beach shot no good. Back out to Boyd, another three on the way. That one still will not drop. Good job by Urbanski, keeping that ball alive on the offensive possession. Shot just not dropping on that outside. Urbanski, good workaround. 8 to shoot. Beach for 3. No good. Rebound put up. That's no good by Garcia. And it's taken away by Colorado Northwestern. .6:45 left in the third quarter on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Cross outside. Driving. Shot no good, but foul forthcoming on Central. And that foul is going to be on Urbanski. That'll be number 3 on Megan. Wranglers will start the drive at their own 14-yard line with less than a minute to play in the 1A 9-man state championships in Laramie. Jimenez's second one is good. 24-point lead, their biggest. 53-29. Launching that one into the ticket area is Beach on a turnover. Going to pick him up full court. .620 remaining in quarter number 3. It's been all Colorado Northwestern. It's a 21-5 second quarter. They'll throw that one away. Looking at a wraparound pass to Long. Long pass up ahead, Urbanski. Megan flips it back to Boyd. Falling down, playing defense. Turnover. Driving through traffic. Jimenez finds Ford. Ford one-on-one with Beach. Falls down on the end line. Pouncing on it is going to be Garcia. Arrow favors Colorado Northwestern. Just under 6 minutes left to play. 53-29. Central has scored 8 points in the last about 14 minutes of play as Long scores another one. 31 for Haley Long. Three-pointer, good. Nothing but net for the lefty Garcia. Much needed bucket. Central has not hit a 2-point field goal since the first quarter, too, I might add. Is that ball no good? Urbanski the rebound. Boyd. It's a wild stretch of time without a 2-pointer. Till now, no. They've hit 3 threes for their field goals. Travel violation. 3 threes and 2 free throws since they ended the quarter at 21 points at the end of the first. They've scored 11 points in the last 15 minutes of basketball as it's gone cold for them. Three-pointer on the way. That one's back of the iron, no good. And a ball knocked away. And a turnover on the Spartans. Got a timeout on the floor. Take it with them. Our score with 4:45 left to play in the third quarter. It is Colorado Northwestern 55, Central 32. We'll be back after this timeout. This is Rustler Basketball from 88.1 Rustler Media.
At the Bootstrap Collaborative, their goal is simple: to help your business succeed. They're here to serve all businesses in Fremont County with your goals in mind. If you have a great idea but you just don't know how to get it off the ground, or you're trying to breathe new life into a struggling business, or grappling with growing pains, experts at the Bootstrap can help you tackle all of those challenges and more. Visit bootstrapcollab.com to learn about free consulting services, workshops, and course offerings. They also have scholarships for all participants, and registration is free. Seats are limited, so go to bootstrapcollab.com now.
Bells and Bows is a proud supporter of CWC Athletic Broadcast, located at 309 East Main Street, Riverton, and offering men's and women's apparel and accessories. More information is available at bellsandbows.rocks.
Final 15 seconds at War Memorial Stadium. And the Wranglers have gotten it to the 45-yard line with 10 seconds left. Not exactly 100% sure what was going on. It was CWC basketball to inbound, and what just happened? Washington went and scored. I was looking down, and Washington scored, but it should have been Central basketball.
It looked like a bit of confusion.
Urbanski in the paint, shot no good, battles for the rebound, can't get it. Jimenez gets it. Alex Mills spikes the ball with 5 seconds left in the 1A 9-man state championship, and a 6-point Pine Bluffs advantage. Back to basketball here as Cncc plays catch around the corner. Long for three, add that to her repertoire, why not? That's 34 points for Long to go along with 11 rebounds today. 3 to answer. Boyd skims off the iron and out of bounds. Shoshone's been whistled for an ineligible receiver downfield as pretty much everybody vacated for a pass, and you can only do that in 6-man, not 9-man. So now they've got a longer field to go with 4 seconds left. Long hucks that one out. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Beach battles for and gets the rebound. 3:30 remaining in the contest, third quarter, excuse me. 58-32, 26-point CNCC lead. Driving Beach, first field goal. Christian, since the first quarter of the game. First 2-point field goal, I guess I should clarify.
We needed those points. We needed.
Foul on Central. It's only the third foul of the quarter on either team. CNCC has not been whistled for a foul yet in this quarter, as that is on Kamaya Jones, her second.
Way less fouls than last game.
Yes, way less fouls than the first quarter of last game. In fact, you want to get nitpicky about things. Free throw is good by Washington. Shoshone will be brought down at the 20-yard line, and the game is over. And Pine Bluffs has won the state championship. Shoshone with a last-ditch play. Bucket by Mokufisi is good. And a 29-point lead now for Colorado Northwestern. This was a game in the first quarter, and then a 21-5 second quarter made it not a game, and now a 19-8 third quarter, just extending on that. Ivana Beach for three, no good. 2:15 remaining in the third. Blocked out of there by Beach. Mendoza drives in the paint, and she'll get crushed by Amana Malachi, who comes from the help side defense. That was a pretty good open field tackle if she'd wrapped up, but instead she kind of went for the hit. She is hurt. She will get up. She kind of got the bad end of that deal. Got the foul as you're looking at her elbow. Got the foul and the injury on it as well. Hayden Colley back into the ball game for Varela. Mendoza to the line. Free throw is good. I did well, had my hoop mics reset, and then the halftime shoot around by the CWC men crushed my hoop mic, so I had to kill them both again. Malachi with a rebound. Under 2 minutes left to play in the third. 28-point Cncc lead. Washington carries, travels something. They call her a travel and give it back. Again, our CWC cross-country team participated in nationals. Larissa McElroy of Wyoming Indian finishing 48th out of 180 runners today. Turnover by Central. Luke Crosley led the men in 53rd out of just over 200 runners. Washington's triple, no good. Jones the rebound. Kamaya runs past players and then throws it into the padding underneath the hoop. Minute 20 remaining in the third. Men's game will follow as they'll take on the Air Force Academy Huskies, the prep team. Malachi steps up, back up on top to Mokafisi. Now driving, Thomas, baseline, good. First basket of the game for Thomas. She has 4. 2 for 2 from the line as well. Back out to a 30-point lead, and another rainbow 3 drops for Garcia. She has 2 of those high arcing trifectas out of the left hand. Melanie Garcia with 8 points. Washington kind of leads with that high elbow. She'll lose the handle on it. Colley asking for the ball. They'll give it out to Garcia. She'll step just inside the 3 line, airmail this one, shoot it too hard over the top. Back to Mendoza. Free throw line straight away. Garcia, she'll knock another one down. She's got 10. Melanie Garcia's game high in this gym of 10 right now. Washington with 3 on the clock, no good. And that's how this quarter will end. 21-14, they extend on their lead at half of 44-26. And they take a lead into the fourth at 65-40. Colorado Northwestern leading Central Wyoming College. Back for the fourth quarter after this break on 88.1 Rustler Media.
Support for Central Wyoming College Rustler broadcasts comes from Wind River Internet. They're located at 1100 West Main Street in Riverton. They offer high-speed internet to businesses and residents all across Fremont County while also providing phone services. More information can be found at windriverinternet.com.
This broadcast comes to you in part by Fremont Therapy. They offer physical, occupational, and sports therapy in Lander, Riverton, Rawlins, and Green River, Wyoming. They are the scoreboard sponsor for tonight's game and can be found online at fremonttherapygroup.com.
RE/MAX of Riverton is a supporter of Rustler Athletic Broadcasts. Located at 938 West Main Street, they are a full-service real estate company serving Riverton and the surrounding areas. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 and provides listings all across Fremont County. More information is online at remax.com.
You are listening to Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media. Streaming live on rustlerathletics.com.
23-21 at the end of one quarter has turned into 65-40 at the end of 3 in favor of the Colorado Northwestern Spartans. It'll be Central basketball to begin the fourth quarter. Garcia, Boyd had 10 points in the first quarter of the game and has 12 right now. She's been held to 2 free throws since then. It's kind of been cold from shooting from the arc for Boyd and a lot of the rest of the ladies. Urbanski driving down the lane, too hard off glass, but fouled. 9 seconds into the second half. Thomas, I believe, the recipient of the foul. They give it to one. They do give it to Mackenzie Billy. Gets the foul. Free throw good by Urbanski. Megan's second is also good. 65-42. Losing the handle is Murdoch. That'll be a turnover and give it back to Central. Tell me what happened.
She almost made her fall.
It broke her ankles.
Almost
type
broke
of
her ankles.
Place. Shot.
Yeah, Colorado.
No good. Okay. 3 is good. Megan Urbanski, a three-pointer. She's got 5, all of it here in the fourth quarter. Game is 20. We saw Air Force Prep come back from 20 down earlier. Long over the top scores for 36 on the night. Push it outside Urbanski, 17-footer. That one will not drop. New, the rebound, poked out of there by Long. Callista will go to the line. They give it on Murdoch. Second personal foul to the line. Callista New, free throw, no good. Central 6 out of 11 now from the free throw line. 6 out of 12. Long, another rebound to add to her repertoire. She has 12 now to go along with 36 points. Ball batted around, loose. Good hustle by Varela. Was Alexis playing with the face mask yesterday?
Yeah.
Was she? Okay.
Since the start of the season.
I've slept since then. I forgot, I guess. Alexis playing with that face mask. Long scores again, 38. That is one of the top performances in ladies basketball we have seen in this gym, of 38 points, scoring performances.
Wow.
3 on the way. Urbanski, no good. Actually, that was Varela that did that. Ford poked away from her, so run into the wall. They'll stay Colorado Northwestern ball. 8:25 left to play. Driving the lane and scoring is Emma Jimenez. Largest lead has been 30 in this ball game. They lead by 26 now, and that ball volleyballed around and knocked away and take it away. Ouch. Going down hard is Jimenez. Megan Urbanski with the foul. Drive by Washington, no good. Driving the other way, 7:40 remaining. Varela fouled. Late whistle on that one, but Varela will go to the line. Jimenez, first personal foul. Free throw is good. Alexis, first points of the game. No, she has 3. Had a field goal in the early stages of the game. Second, good as well. That one's kind of skated around and fell in. 71-47. Again, there was a stretch in that middle two quarters. Central got outscored 42-19 in those middle two periods, 21-5 in the second quarter, in which they did not have a 2-point field goal for over 16 minutes of the ball game. And there's a foul on Varela. Substitution. Beach in for Varela. To the line, Jesse Ford. Free throw is good. Colorado Northwestern was 3 of 10 from three-point land yesterday, and they've not shot a lot of threes today. They were 4 of 8 at one point. Second by Ford is good as she gets both. Beach for 3. That one will not hit the mark. Boyd, the offensive rebound, will still not go. And Colorado Northwestern the other way. Boy, the lid has just came off, been put on for Chevelle Boyd, as she was on fire with 10 points in the first quarter. Beach buries one from 15. She's got 9. We'll be choosing a Lander Medical Clinic player of the game at the conclusion when we hit our Bailey Enterprises post-game show. I want to give a big thanks as well to County 10. Rustler Basketball is brought to you in part by County 10, Fremont County's community news stream at county10.com. County 10 also the home of the Lander Tigers and other Fremont County sports coverage on their radio stations, KOVE and Jack FM. Streaming at county10.com. Big thanks, Boyd. Right side. Down she goes. Slides on her back for a few feet. Foul on Madison Thomas. Chevelle Boyd back to the line. 10 points in the first quarter for Chevelle, and then 2 free throws since then has been all, and now a third. 19 points yesterday for the Oregonian. Second one is also good. Air Force Prep defeated Northwest in women's play 94-88 in overtime. The Northwest men defeated Lamar 74-60 in the previous game. That overtime game set us back in time a little bit. Men's game set to start in 15 is not going to happen. This one may not even be over in the next 15 minutes as Ford loses that ball out of bounds, and the ball will go back to Central. So they're going to call Ford on a foul, her first. And Ivana Beach will go to the line. 9 points for Ivana. Chevelle was our Lander Medical's player of the game yesterday. Free throw back of the iron, no good for Ivana. When I went to interview Callista today, Ivana kind of snickered and said, haha, don't be nervous. And I said, well, you are coming up soon. So she laughed. She's like, oh no, she missed both. Said, you could be next. We will choose our POG after the post-game show. That'll be an offensive foul by Long after that shot got buried by Madison Thomas for 3. Long will get her second personal foul. 38 points with 12 rebounds. New gets wide open. They catch him napping, and Callista has 4. Washington. And as a matter of fact, Ivana will be the next because we'll go with the other sophomore on interviews on the next home game. Low. Bouncing that ball around. Ball goes to the ground. Picking it up. Nice job by Garcia. Those hustle plays right there as Washington's going to knock it away. She'll have it knocked away from her, and it goes out of bounds. It will stay. Cncc basketball. Next up for the CWC women, they will be at College of Southern Idaho. And they will also take on California Christian. Mokafisi scores and will get the and one. Ivana gets her 4th personal foul in the process. Mokafisi 3-point opportunity doesn't go. She'll get it back though as they'll get the offensive rebound. Long three with the shot clock winding down. Next home game will be the 29th when NJC comes to play a doubleheader with Central at 5:30 and 7:30, and media timeout with 4:36 left to play. We'll take the timeout with them, and we'll come back and finish this one after this timeout. This is Rustler basketball from 88.1.
Wind River Family and Community Health Care reminds you it's the season for flu, colds, RSV, and COVID. Getting vaccinated is one step in keeping you and your loved ones in good health. Wind River Cares encourages you to get vaccinated and stay home if you're not feeling well. Wind River Family and Community Health Care has clinics in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. Transportation services can be scheduled for your next appointment. They have weekend and evening hours at the Riverton Clinic. More information can be found online at windriver.care.
The Wyoming Department of Transportation reminds pedestrians and motorists to take it easy on each other. At one time or another, we're all pedestrians and would appreciate it if motorists were keeping an eye out for us. We should remember that when we're behind the wheel, too. Pedestrians are everywhere. Keep 2 eyes on the road, 2 hands on the wheel, and eliminate distracted driving. And when you see a pedestrian in a crosswalk, please yield to them so they can safely cross the street. Let's keep an eye out for one another and make our community a safe place.
4 minutes, 36 seconds left to play in the ball game, and this one unfortunately has been over for a while. They'll just decide the final score here coming up next. Give you a quick rundown of the final stats of this one and then get you a pregame. We have an interview with Deotis Nunn. He was our player of the game last night. He's our pregame interviewer today. It will stay CNCC basketball. Crowd trickling in for the men's game. Had a great crowd last night. Hoping for the same again today, although Northwest Colleges went home, so that was half the crowd, I think, last night. Not half, but a good chunk of the crowd, the 50 or so people with the Northwest team. They have since departed for Powell. 7 to shoot. Thomas flips it back out to Washington. Down low, Mokafisi. Shot clock violation. Yeah, they'll wave it off. That's a shot clock violation. She buried the 3, but
it's not good.
You're making all kinds of headphone noises over there. But yeah, they have to take it off. Inside of 4 minutes left. Both teams trying to finish it out strong. Beach. I think the game's closer. That gets called as a travel violation, but as it were, they just let it go now. She'll miss it. Washington trailing the play long. Kick it outside, 3 on the way. I'm actually kind of surprised as Thomas gets that one. Mokafisi scores. Kind of surprised he has left some of the players in the game that he has left in. Long played the entire first half. And then she's got 38 points and 12 rebounds, and still I don't think you'd want to risk getting her hurt in a game that could become crazy called in the last few minutes of the ball game. But she's still out there efforting and playing hard, especially when you have the bench to do it. But coach has got a plan as Mokafisi scores again. She's got 8. She has 10 Excuse me. 79-53. More and more crowd coming in. Boyd runs into Long. Her and New getting up slowly in the backcourt. Numbers 5-on-3. Washington goes to the rack. Misses it. Rebound by Melanie Garcia. Long pass up ahead to Boyd, and a quick timeout called by Leighton Westmoreland with 2.5 minutes to play in the contest. Men's game coming up at the conclusion of this. We're behind time a bit on schedule here. We've got a timeout on the floor, and we'll be back with more basketball in just a few here on 88.1.
At the Bootstrap Collaborative, their goal is simple: to help your business succeed. They're here to serve all businesses in Fremont County with your goals in mind. If you have a great idea but you just don't know how to get it off the ground, or you're trying to breathe new life into a struggling business, or grappling with growing pains, experts at the Bootstrap can help you tackle all of those challenges and more. Visit bootstrapcollab.com to learn about free consulting services, workshops, and course offerings. They also have scholarships for all participants, and registration is free. Seats are limited, so go to bootstrapcollab.com now.
.230. Playing the AC/DC non-PG version of Now You're Messing With here.
A little old school.
Yeah, just. Two and a half remaining. Boy, what is a push off by Beach? Just blatantly two-hand shove, pushes the girl out of bounds. And that will be a turnover and a foul. Boy, that was just like, yeah, and coach is going to bring her out of that. I don't know if that was frustration, or I'm going to say that as Ivana just goes and slumps down on the bench a little bit over there. Just two-hand pushed the gal in the back and got the foul. Drive, Ford, no. And a foul underneath by Varela. Coach has taken Long out of the ball game. Mokafisi is out as well. Coach gets a handshake from Ivana, who got her 5th personal foul a moment ago. She goes over and shakes the hand of the coach. Free throw no good by Jessie Ford. She'll have another with 2:15 left. Second is also no good. Callista, the rebound. You'll be able to give me a stat sheet after?
Yeah,
okay, good, thank you. I'll get the final stats of this one. Tonight as driving Varela, no good. Malachi the rebound. Flip it out for a three-pointer on the way. That is not good by Lowe. Rebound by Malachi. Put it up and in. Ivana Malachi is out of the Denver area. Lotus School for Excellence, where she is from. How about that three by Crizel Mendoza? Second three of the game. 30 points has been the biggest. It's 25 right now. Block as Malachi gets it blocked. 80 seconds left. Nice dish. New the bucket. Great pass by Melanie Garcia. Callista running the floor gets her 4th point of the ball game. 81-58. Ford has become the point guard now, and Ford's a pretty tall point guard, I might add, at 5'11". Malachi, 12 to shoot, spins in the paint, got her own rebound, tries to fire it up. I think the refs have pretty much clocked out of this one with less than a minute left as they're playing a little physical underneath. Boyd for three. Nope, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot a trio of free throws. Billy the foul. CWC and the Air Force Prep men getting ready to decide the men's championship, if you will. Both teams won yesterday, so they're both 1-0, and one will be 2-0 in the champion of the Rustler Classic. Chevelle Boyd, the free throw is good. 5 free throws out of 7 attempts Since she had 10 points in the first quarter, she gets the second to drop. She gets all 3 free throws. Offensive foul called and a turnover on Cncc. 32 seconds remaining on the turnover. 20-point game was 30 points at one time. 81-61 here. Boyd driving through the paint, fouled, and will go shoot some more free throws for Chevelle. She has 17, looking at tying her season high of 19, her career high at Central of 19. She had 19 against Utah State last week, had 19 last night, and if she can make these 2 free throws, we'll have 19 here tonight as well, and there's one. Coming up between games, we'll let you listen to some news, we'll hit some weather, and we've also got an interview with Deotis Nunn, who is the pregame interview today for the men's team. He was our player of the game last night. Chevelle gets both. She has 19. We will also pick a player of the game in this, recognized by Lander Medical Clinic. Final 8 seconds ticking down. And that's how this one is going to come to an end. Final count here today, 81-63, an 18-point win for Colorado Northwestern, as they will even their record at 2-2 on the year. The CWC ladies will drop to 0-4 on the season. It was 23-21 at the end of the first quarter, and then a 21-5 Colorado Northwestern explosion in the second period turned into a 21-14 third quarter. Central does outscore Colorado Northwestern in the fourth of any little consolation to make it 23-16 there to end the game at 81-63 is the final score. We will get you some final stats in this ball game. We will also be your Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. That'll wrap nicely in to our Porter's Mountain View Supply pregame show. Again, the post-game show sponsored by Bailey's is next. You've been listening to Rustler Basketball. The ladies fall 81-63. Stats and a post-game wrap-up and the player of the game coming your way right after we do this.
CWC Wind River is offering computer education for Excel spreadsheets. With 2 different levels of non-credit classes, you'll learn the basics of Excel and then build upon those fundamentals in the second session. Classes begin November 15th and will be at CWC Wind River in Fort Washakie. To register or for more information, call the CWC Lander Center at 332-3394.
All right, Pepsi-loving football fans, it's time we had a lesson in trash talk. You heard that right, trash talk. And I'm not talking about that stuff that happens on the field. What I'm talking about is trash, like literal trash. And it's the only thing that belongs in your garbage